Hello everyone, I am starting a new Let's Play today. Me and Des have decided to kind of scrap the Fallout New Vegas thing, just cause I for one wasn't really feeling the series. New Vegas is a bit more of a slower paced game, and I figured this will be more of an interesting playthrough. It's a fan-made game called Pokemon Sardonyx RtW. I've got it, right now. It's in demo form. It's kind of a beta, but as for the time being, I've gotten permission from the devs to let's play this. The demo is available to the public. The link to the demo will be in the description if you choose to if you decide you want to play it.
We'll also link the Discord.
We will also link the Discord if you wish to join the Discord. The devs are very active in it. They like to talk to the people who play their game. And if you do join the Discord, that even gives you a chance to talk to me and Des. So...
we also know the reason behind what motivates them to actually make this game.
So, apparently this game, from what we heard from the devs, and... sorry if you're wanting to read the text. I've already seen it. I've played partial away. I've played up to the first gym to get used to the game. So I just tend to skip the text. But this game started out as a roleplay that the devs were doing, and it inspired them to make this game, which I find really cool. I do have to warn you, I'm probably going to set this to the PG-13 setting of YouTube, because this does touch on some darker themes.
So, if something, we're not 100% sure, then they gave it there's a PG option, we thinking, but
there is a
can't.
There is a PG-13 option, but that just minimizes the amount of profanity there is. There is still a lot of dark themes. It touches on themes like murder and so on and so forth. Crime. Des, boy or girl?
Well, obviously we gotta go with the boy for you.
I can play a girl character. You know what? Since we're playing through the game in all of its glory, I'm gonna go with the base name of Jordan. As y'all know, I'm Andreas the Luxray and this is Des, but just to show the game in its entirety, I'm gonna go with the base name of Jordan just because...
that's technically... these characters are technically from the roleplay, so these are the name by default they are having.
So, I'm gonna take on the role of Jordan. Now, see, the devs had linked the original roleplay to the Discord, but I didn't read it to avoid spoilers, because if you read the roleplay, it has some heavy spoilers for the game, and I wanted to avoid that as much as possible.
Now, it's up to you if you guys want to look at it or not. We're going to avoid it. I myself am not going to be linking the roleplay, because that's for the devs to decide whether or not to do, not me. So, but I will link the download links to the game myself, just because, why not? For those who want to play it. But for now, let's get right into it. Man, look at our room. Isn't it nice?
Yep.
Don't forget the #1 rule.
Yep. Always check the PC. There is a potion in the PC.
Gotta get that potion, man.
I already know what starter I'm going to be picking, because I already know the starters. But after that, it's up to Des to help me pick my team.
Yep.
Man,
that Lucario.
We do have a Lucario, but as of right now, we cannot take it with us. The devs were saying that they were planning on you eventually getting your Lucario L. But as of right now, we can't
get it, pretty much.
We can't get it. As I said, the game's only in a demo version right now because they're still working on it. There's still bugs. We're probably going to encounter a lot of them. But I technically know the first 2 Pokemon I'm getting.
Yeah. Gotta
And,
get them.
and when I go to get the second one, I will probably pause the video because of I've got to exit out of the game and come back in.
Mm-hmm.
So, Des knows which Pokemon I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Shift. Something I feel the main series game needs is a way of toggling your running shoes so you don't always have to press the button. And this game has
They did
that
have
option.
that at one point in the remake of Gold and Silver, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They did have that.
But I mean, after
that was like the only time.
Yeah, but after that, they kind of started adding in new gimmicks, like with X and Y. You had your roller skates. The Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I'm assuming Ultra Sun and Moon. You have the ride Pokemon. Now,
yeah,
we've got to poke this tree.
Poke. Gotta poke that tree.
Huh, isn't that a familiar face?
Oh, man. It's Looker. My question is, why is he wearing black?
True. The Looker that I've always seen has worn a brown trench coat. But I can understand personal taste, but I never remember Looker being that idiotic. Considering he was disguised as a tree in the middle of the road.
Maybe someday we'll find out why.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Alright, so we're going to get our first Pokemon. Well, our first Pokemon choices are interesting, and I know which one I'm choosing because it's my favorite one out of the bunch. But
same here.
To get your Pokemon, you come over here. Mary tells us we're paying for dinner.
I don't remember us agreeing to paying something.
Right? All I know is she said last one there pays for dinner, and then we were the last one, so she told us we were paying for dinner.
But we didn't agree to it. She just ran off on us.
The professor is over here asleep. Yes, I'm a nudge your shoulder. 5 more minutes. Oh, when did you get here? Just now. You must be Jordan. You must be Mary.
Oh, if you guys want to, read through the text and all that, you are free to pause the video.
Yeah, I just kinda... I'll slow it down a bit, but it's pretty much the same drabble from the main series games. Oh, you must be this character, you must be that character, you must be this character.
Yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada. I do like the innovative characters that the devs have made for this game. Like, so far, you'll understand my reasoning behind hating the guy in green and black here shortly enough. But he's one of those characters you kind of love to hate, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's not so much a villain. Anyways, here comes our starters. You have your choice of Solosis, Mindfu, or Eevee. But what I think is really unique, and something that should be explored more in main series games, is you actually start out by catching your starter.
I'm pretty sure no matter what, it's a guaranteed cat, sadly.
Yeah, I'm sure it is too, but I'm just going through it. You see, as a Pokemon professor, I research the intelligence of obedience of Pokemon. This entails such things as Pokemon knowing what their trainers mean when they call out the names of moves. Oh, you mean like Scratch or Ember? Correct. Or Dragon Rush or Guillotine. A bit grim, but yes, you get the idea. Anyway, part of my research is determining how a Pokemon acts if it is caught by its trainer or given to them. And I figure if anything, today was a good opportunity to put this to the test, so... Mary... Wait, so we're actually going to catch our Pokemon? Doesn't that seem a bit dangerous? In most cases, yes, but these three are well behaved, so there's nothing to worry about. Brody, works for me. Isn't every day you can say you caught your first Pokemon? Now then, which one of you are going to pick first? Perhaps you, Jordan? I don't know, Professor. This is Mary speaking. Brody was here before either of us. Shouldn't he go first? Rhodey, let him choose first if he wants. I don't care. You sure about that? Yeah. Just be quick about it. I'd like to get out of here before the next millennium.
Rude.
Well, if it's okay with him, then go ahead and make your choice.
Well, we have already decided what we're going to choose.
Pokeball to catch it with. Good luck, Jordan. Now, this is a nice little homage to the old,
Safari Zone.
Safari Zone. So, I'll go through all the options. You don't have bait to throw. A nice thought, though. Evie is watching carefully. What happens if I try and throw a rock? You don't have rocks to throw, and why would you throw rocks at this? So we'll just throw the Pokeball, because I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna try and run. I doubt it would let me, but yes, because I know what I'm turning this Eevee into, I have the perfect name for him. And here's where we start getting into the darker themes. Professor, I know you're getting some new trainers started, but it's an emergency. Do you know of a trainer named Zoltan?
You're going to want to remember that name later on.
Zoltan, the name is familiar, but I can't quite place it. Oh, that was years ago. A boy named Zoltan came in with an Absol. The Absol seemed highly protective of him. He came to get a Pokemon much like these three here. I believe he got an Axew. Only person I've ever met with dark red eyes.
You're going to want to remember these. This is very important.
What else do you know about him? Well, I don't know much. He was from Toparik, or so I assumed. You can only get an Absol from around there. When I asked, he said it had been wild before he had it. No idea how he crossed the water, though he may have gotten a ride. Rather shy boy, too. Stayed behind that Absol most of the time. It's really all I know, or even guess about him. Haven't heard from him since I gave him that Axew. Why do you ask? Is he in trouble or something? Let's just say after I ran into him, something completely out of the ordinary happened. Mainly asking because I'm trying to find the people responsible for killing my father, and, excuse me, you said something about your dad getting killed by someone? Did that guy have an Electivire by any chance? I don't know if he had an Electivire. It wasn't him who did it, and it wasn't him who did it. It was a gang. I do know that what they used to kill my dad was a Venusaur, a Beedrill, and a Samurott. However, if someone in that gang actually did have an Electivire, we both might be onto something here. Mary, a gang? Oh no, not them. Rhodey, Team Mortis. Only those criminals would do something like that. Spruce, a gang? Team Mortis? I've heard of them. What does that have to do with... Are you implying that Zoltan's gotten mixed up with that crowd? I'm afraid that's a possibility, Professor. Oh no, I never would have guessed he would be involved with them. Mary, Jordan, wasn't your brother part of Team Mortis? He's still in jail because of his involvement of them? He deserved it then. Anyone who sides with those people are no better than criminals. Mary, that's a harsh thing to say. Harsh or not, there can't be much good inside of a person if they're involved with them. Don't worry, I'll stop them. Professor, do you mind if I use your PC? Huh? Oh, sure. Petro, thank you. I'm sorry for interrupting. Interesting little exchange.
It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah. Well, that was sort of depressing. Shall we change the subject? Actually, I think I might just go through and skip through the rest of this text, because this game does have a lot of text, and I do apologize for any of you who wish to read it, but there's a lot of text, and I'm more interested in getting out of the starting area, because I've seen all the text and I want to explore the rest of the game, the rest of the story. But I will cover key points. What she's given us is called the Pokebit. It's kind of like the Pokegear, as Rhodey just says. But it also counts, it's also technically your Pokédex. It has your Pokédex built in. And, now, I'm not 100% sure, but Rhodey just mentioned an indent in the Pokebit. I'm assuming that it's also going to be your Mega Ring.
We'll never know until we actually came across, because I don't think either of us had even came to that point yet to actually learn more about it.
No, I haven't figured anything else out on it myself, but I'm assuming it's also your Mega Ring because of the indention. And as soon as we get done with here, as soon as we get out of here, I'm going to show you guys the Pokebit myself. Now, the nice thing about this fan game is there are regional variants and even some fan Mega Evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and my favorite feature, your Pokemon follow you.
You can actually interact with them.
Yep. Vapor is rubbing up against you. Aww. I don't know what I'm doing there, but that was entertaining. Alright. Save right quick, because, well...
Game's
a bit buggy. So, we have the map, the phone, and the jukebox. Standard Pokegear.
We also have something called Evo.
That doesn't come until later on, I don't think.
Nope, all you have to do is just press B. It's pretty much an AI. Although you don't want... The day one, there's an Espeon and an Umbreon one. They are AI that's meant to help you.
What
the
button
night
is
one,
it?
however, it's... Oh, you gotta be in the Pokebit, you press D. It tells you a bit more about how things work.
I didn't know that. Greetings, trainer. I am Educational Virtual Operator, EVO. I have been created and programmed by Professor Annabelle Spruce, that's the name of the professor, of the Alteris region in order to assist beginning trainers on their journey. More specifically, you may refer to me as Evo Day. My functions are based wholly around teaching the user of this device about the region and its Pokemon. At night, you may speak to my counterpart, Evo Night. Although I fear Night may prove less than helpful. Please inform me of your preferred title. Jordan, this information will be stored in my memory. I shall be pleased to assist you from this point forward, Jordan. How may I assist you? See? It just gives you stats, Pokédex evaluation, remaining encounters in the area, obedience, coins, So
pretty much it's an AI that's meant to help you in any way, shape, or form it can try.
Oh god, I keep pressing the same thing over and over again.
The night one, however, from what I understand, its personality is not. While it does try its best to help you, it's more on the side bored and sarcastic.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna pause the video and be right back, because when we return, we're gonna be getting our second Pokemon of the playthrough. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Mystery Gift. We get our first regional variant, and I'll explain more about him when we get actually in, because he's not just any regional variant.
Oh yeah, we'll have to explain certain mechanic that is only in this game.
Yep. So,
which I'm really looking for.
There is a special mechanic in this game called Metallics.
Now, if you guys remember the shiny shiny encounters, you know, all that. Metallics are double.
Yeah, Metallics are kind of like a shiny form, but even more rare.
And there's even a shiny variation to Metallic, and there's only a once-in-a-lifetime encounter.
Yep. So, let's meet our first Metallic regional variant. Meet Spectre, the Alteran Charmander.
My favorite. Ooh,
He's
modest nature.
I think he's always going to be a modest nature.
I think so too.
Because his ability is Smolder, sharply raises special attack and accuracy in a pinch. They've got an EV and IV tab. You can see he has no EVs right now, but full perfect 31 IVs. His moveset is Scratch, Growl, Corrosive Breath, and Divine Right, which are Corrosive Breath and Divine Right, I do believe are moves exclusive to this game. But they make him a Fire Dragon type. Corrosive Breath. User exhales corrosive gas that inflicts damage. This may also poison the target. User calls upon its birthright to smite the foe. This move always goes first. So it's a priority move with 80 power. So it's a decent move. Here's Vapor. We got a Rash Nature.
Rash Nature.
I think that boosts special attack, lowers special defense.
Yes.
It's a decent EV. No special attack IVs though, and 11 health. Its best is speed. It's pretty bad.
I don't even know if that's even a thing yet.
I don't know if it's. know if it's going to be a thing at all. But you know, I can work with it.
I like the special Pokeball it comes in with, because it reminds me of pretty much from the third movie.
Yeah. Don't forget there is a Pokeball or a potion here.
Free one.
Now I haven't done much exploring around this town, so I think I might actually explore a little bit.
You know, there's a patch of grass over there.
Yes, there is. Welcome. What do you sell, sir? Ah, you sell berries. Ooh, you sell Lepa berries. Those are going to be useful later on.
I think for now we should, save our money.
Yeah, I will. Alright.
Then again, I normally end up using my money to go buy 10 Pokeballs.
So, let's see what's in this patch of grass. A Zigzagoon. Do we want a Zigzagoon, Des?
Well, there's actually a special Altaria form that only can get through Zigzagoon.
So we want a Zigzagoon?
Well, for what I can understand about the Atari form, it becomes a flying type.
We're catching the Zigzagoon then. Because that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. I know what it looks like, but I won't spoil its design.
Yep. That helps us fill out our Pokédex, though I don't know if I'm gonna go for a full Pokédex clear.
We're gonna try our best to catch as many Pokemon.
I'll name it Ziggy.
Because Ziggy.
Because Ziggy. Now, some of the regional I won't lie, some of the regional variants look better than others. But for the most part, I think it's an interesting concept. Do we want a Bellsprout?
No.
They have a regional variant for Luxray. And as you guys know by my name, Andreas the Luxray, Pidgey looks a little weird, doesn't it, guys? So... Oof, that was close.
I know for a fact we can get a stronger version. But that's up to you if you want to catch it or not.
Yeah, we'll get a stronger one. And when we actually catch our Pidgey, I will explain why it was using Icy Wind and why it looks like that. That one's a level 3. But again, I think we'll just use it for XP. Because if from what we gather from the conversation, if you get into a battle with Team Mortis, your Pokemon won't faint, they will die.
Yep. It is, well, what we understand is highly recommend not to do Nuzlocke.
Because if you faint out to Team Mortis, you're just done for. Oh, get rid of Growl.
Because if you faint Team Mora, if you faint out, they will not have the faint symbol. They will not have the indication for faint. It will have DED, standing for it died. And no matter what you would do, not even a nurse Pokemon Center can help it.
Unfortunately, that's the first bug of the game, and I don't know how far back we're gonna be.
Well, we won't have a Zangoose, sadly.
So, that is a small problem with the game. It tends to crash during a battle sequence, so I'll pause and we'll be right back as soon as I get this figured out. So, we were gonna just stay paused until we got a, Zigzagoon again. Well, we were hunting for Zigzagoon, and a Bulbasaur showed up in the wild, so you know what? This is gonna be our third team member. Sound like a plan, Daz?
Yeah, Bulbasaur itself is a pretty decent Pokemon, and it's bulky.
Let's just hope I can get it in a Pokeball. I forgot to buy balls.
Yeah.
And I killed it. God!
You could.
Darn it.
We will be right back.
There's the Zigzagoon.
Where were you?
Alright. Last Pokeball. Get in this ball. I will eat you.
It's caught.
Little known fact, all you have to do is threaten to eat your Pokemon and they'll be caught.
Weird, huh? Well, Ziggy.
Ziggy has returned. Alright. Before we continue... Jesus, I realize it's already been 35 minutes. That's a good way of being able to tell.
You know, I think it's a video here.
Yeah. We'll cut the video here. We'll see you in the next one. See you for episode 2.
Bye.
Bye-bye.